Hello guys, this is Pavel Oskar from Laravel Daily Team. Again, a video from my car. I guess I should make some kind of separate series or playlist videos from my car while I'm driving to work or sitting in a traffic jam. Right, so today's topic, what I want to tell you about is the flow of the project, and specifically the middle of the project where something goes wrong. I've noticed that in a few projects of ours and in a colleagues. So a lot of projects go like this. So first is romantic start where everything is clear, and then at some point, usually in the middle of the project by like 50% stage, clients get to test the first results or the first like visual. Basically, something is clickable, usable, and well, first feedback can be provided, and then shit starts happening. So basically, whenever you have the first real feedback from the client or their employees or their colleagues or their wife, husband, whoever, then you realize what you get yourself into, basically. Well, there is a saying that there is no bad project, there are bad clients. And they're not necessarily bad clients, but they're not the same clients that you started with. It's quite typical that you got the specification from a client who believes their own idea and describes it in their own way, in their own specification, and then as soon as they get to touch it, then they change their mind on a lot of things. Then they dislike some, I don't know, colors, lines, and shapes. Then they think that, oh, I forgot I need to do this and that. And then usually, in my experience, that means the first round of code refactoring, potential conflict even, because, well, it involves money, it involves time, rescheduling, maybe reassessing the price, the scope, and all of that. And to be honest, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a typical, usual way how we buy things. Even it's not about IT, web development, or Laravel, or anything like that. Imagine if you go to do a haircut, to hair salon, to hairdresser. You describe how do you want to be, how you want your hair to look, and then you sit down for like 15 or 30 minutes. And then after some result, they ask you, so how does it look? Well, what do you think? Should we do it shorter or not? And then you look at your hair with another look, kind of. You're kind of new, you look different, and then you realize that, oh, I didn't think that it would be this, would be that. And it's really hard to describe the final haircut you want in the beginning, in your own words. So there's no guarantee that the hairdresser would do it exactly as you want, because even you don't know how you want it to be quite often. So it's a real life scenario, and it happens on IT projects and web projects. In my own project specifically, in a past couple of months, I had those situations, a few situations, that I'm delivering the first results, the first clickable thing to the client, and then they go something like, oh, okay, let's discuss this. Oh, did I mention that? And there's nothing wrong with that. They're not bad clients, just they're expressing their own opinion. But what I'm saying here with this video is the first feedback from the client is the crucial stage of the project, where first thing, you get to know your client actually. So you get to know what is important to them, how exactly will they test. Also important thing, there might be different people testing. So for example, you got the project from dealing with their project manager or business owner or whoever is responsible for the money, and then the project gets tested by their, I don't know, by project manager, another project manager, developers, testers, internal QA team, secretary, whoever it is. And you didn't talk to these people, so they're testing really differently, and then you find a lot of surprises there. So to avoid those surprises, my main tip and my main kind of note to self, I'm even talking to myself here, is to get the first feedback from the client as early as possible, even if half of the functions don't work. But as soon as they see something visual, something clickable, then they get to talk to you, like their first feedback. And you shouldn't ask for feedback like, do you like it? That's wrong kind of question. You need to ask specifically about functions, like is that functioning exactly as you want? Like what feedback do you have about menu item this or function that? Did I catch your idea correctly? And like avoid the long form questions where they can answer anything. So do you like it is the wrong kind of question. I guess that's it. Kind of quick tip, rant, whatever you call it, about the middle plan, middle. It's hard to talk. Basically, that's the point of live videos. Sitting in my car, it's hard to talk at 7 a.m. It is for me before my morning coffee, and I'm actually driving to the coffee shop, and I'm struggling to find words sometimes. So forgive me for that. So yeah, that video is about the middle of the process and where typically something goes wrong, and that is usually related to the first feedback from the client. So demand that feedback as early as possible, and you will avoid refactoring, avoid trouble, avoid like longer scope potentially, because if you find out it, the later stage, like you get the feedback at the later stage, then it may be even too late to change something. Then the budget is almost over, and then it's a typical conflict there. So yeah, with that, I wish you a great day wherever you are, and see you in the next video. So Laravel Daily video channel.